Guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a full face of drugstore affordable makeup, and we're also going to be using the Makeup Revolution Soph Does Nails palette. So if you want to know how I got this makeup look, just keep on watching. Alright, so we're going to go in with the Maybelline Master Prime Face Primer to hydrate and smooth our skin. This is the primer. So there you go. This apparently does not clog your pores, and it's a lightweight formula. I tried it a few times before, but it was a long time ago, so I don't really remember how it works. So let me just put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to spread it all over my face. That was a really weird smell. If you're probably smell sensitive, I wouldn't recommend it. It has a strong smell. It definitely does smooth out my skin. I mean, you can still see my pores, but it makes my skin so smooth. Alright, that's all for the primer. Now we're going to go in with the Maybelline Superstay foundation in shade Natural Ivory. This is one of my favorite drugstore foundations. It's really full coverage, and it honestly stays on my face for good like 24 hours if I actually wore it for 24 hours, which I don't, but if I go to work and stuff for 6-8 hours, it does last the whole time. It doesn't crease in my smile lines and doesn't really get too oily. It's really good for oily skin actually. So let me put 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and then I'll be using my Morphe sponge, and let me dab that in. You can see the formula of it, and then let me just blend that in all over my face. Doesn't really have a smell, just in case you guys were curious. It's honestly like very full coverage, but still has like a matte / natural coverage and like finish, if that makes sense. Put it on this side. Alright, so now our foundation is blended in. It looks really pretty if you guys can see. Let me give you a little close-up so you guys can see the finish of it. And I'm going to be using the Maybelline concealer in shade 5 Ivory. I never tried this before, so it was like $5 at Walmart. I usually love everything by Maybelline, so hopefully this is good. Alright, Let me put a little bit underneath my eyes. Ooh, this is actually like really thick formula. It almost reminds me of the Tarte Tape Shape concealer. It has that like thick, creamy consistency, but not like sticky. Honestly, it might be a little bit too light for me, but it was the last shade they had, so just grabbed it. I wanted to try it out. Since today we're doing a full face of drugstore makeup. Let me put a little bit on my nose. Above my Cupid's bow. This is a funny look. A little bit on my chin. And then I'm going to go in once again with my Morphe sponge and blend that in. Ooh, this is a really good coverage. Blending out okay. Let me put a little bit on my eyelids to make everything even. Ooh, I like the finish of that. Oh, this might be like a drugstore dupe for the Tarte Shape. That's interesting. Especially since it's like $5 and I think you get 0.23 fluid ounces. So that's not bad. It's actually a lot. You would think, because it's in such a like tiny little like bottle container thing. Looks small. I didn't actually think there would be that much product in it. Which is good for the price. Considering what like Tarte Shape concealer is like $27. I mean, you do get a lot of product, but that's like expensive for a concealer. Especially if you're a broke bitch like me. Alright, let me blend this in under my nose. Kind of highlight it. A little bit on my chin. Oh shit, I got a little bit on my lips. Oh well. We're putting on a lipstick later on anyway, so. Oh, I forgot to do this eye. Oops. Let me cover that. I really like the finish of this concealer. And it's not really creasing into my lines too bad. I mean, I'm obviously going to have to set it in because I have oily skin. But so far, I think it looks pretty good. Let me put a little bit right here on my breakout. A little bit on my nose. For some reason, foundation always comes off around my nose. Alright, I think that looks pretty good so far. It's a little bit too pale for me, but hey. Nothing bronzer can't fix. And then for the powder, we're going to use the CoverGirl Clean Professional Loose Powder in Fair. I'll put a little bit in the pan. Put a little bit too much. And what I do, I use the back of the Morphe sponge, kind of dabbing in. And just dab it into my skin instead of using a brush to set my face in. I feel like this doesn't make it so cakey and powdery. And it like gets rid of the smile lines and other fine lines on your face. It kind of like sets it in. This powder smells like baby powder. I mean, hey, I don't really mind, but it just has an odd smell. I used it a couple of times and so far, really like it. I almost like it better than the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. That one gives me a really bad flashback when I take flash pictures. Okay. And you can bake with this powder as well. After we're done, I'll just bake underneath my eyes and then probably on my chin and a little bit to carve out the contour. Let me put powder in between my eyes because freaking wrinkles, guys. Don't get old. Even though I'm only 20. I have really bad wrinkles already. Not fair. My genetics suck. Speaking of genetics, I guess, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm actually Slovakian, so moved here about like, what, 7 years ago. So if I screw up certain words, it's because I'm foreign, so just hang on tight with me. I'm not an idiot. I'm still trying to learn English. Let's just say that. Alright, we're gonna bake underneath my eyes. On my chin. I powder a lot because, like I said, my skin is oily, and then if I go to work, I don't want to look like a greasy mess after a few hours of being there, especially like running around, sweating. Alright. Let me carve out a little bit on my nose right here. I like to contour my nose to make it a little bit more smaller. That's what I like about makeup. You don't have to get a plastic surgery or anything to actually look different. And then if you want to look natural, you can look natural. If you want to have a full face of makeup, you can have full face of makeup. There's nothing wrong with that. Alright, I need to chill with the powder. So that's all for the powder. I'll let this sit in, and then I'm going to go in with the bronzer. I actually bought this a couple of days ago. It's the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. Everyone talks about this bronzer. It's apparently really good. I tried it once, and I love the smell of it, actually. It reminds me of when me and my husband actually stayed at his grandparents' house in Florida and went surfing and all that. It smells really good. It just gives me such a, throwback. So I'm gonna use a Morphe brush, the bronze. I don't know the number of it, so it's just a Morphe contouring bronzer, blush, whatever you want to use with it. I'm gonna carve out my cheeks. It's very affordable. I mean, compared to other bronzers that are more high-end, this one's really good. It's, I believe, between $13 and $15. Depends on where you get it. I know at Ulta it's $14, Walmart $13. A few dollar difference, but it works pretty good. It's not patchy or anything, and smells really good. Like I said, it reminds me of the beach, which is not a bad thing, because who doesn't love the ocean and the sand and palm trees? I mean, maybe some people don't, but I personally love that. I wish I could go back to Florida and live there forever. I hate the cold. I'm gonna carve out my jawline to look a little bit more slimmer. Yeah, you guys can see it's not patchy at all. It's blending in pretty good. Alright, and I'm gonna contour and bronze up my nose using this Wet n Wild brush. Just dab in, brush it off, and then just kind of follow the line where my baking powder is. And just blend it in. Go down here. Enough to put my nose and kind of just make a little circle. So it gives me a little more slim, round effect. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Start where my brow is and just kind of just follow the line of my nose and blend it in. Take a little bit more of the product and just connect it with the line we did on the bottom. And just blend it in. I really like this bronzer. Alright. And I'm going to take a little bit more of that setting powder what we used and just kind of do a straight line in the middle. Just kind of highlight the nose. Put a little bit right here on the tip. And we're going to set that in. This looks so funny right now. Promise, it'll look good in the end. Hopefully. Kind of blend it in. Okay. This is all for the bronzer. And we're gonna take this Morphe powder brush and kind of just remove all the loose powder underneath my eyes. From my chin, from the nose. Then just kind of try to blend it in with the bronzer so it's not so harsh. Alright. And then for the blush, I'm going to be using the Milani Rose Bloom blush. Such a pretty like pink peach color. And I'm gonna use this Pixie brush in number 522. Dab it in. I'm just gonna put it on my cheekbones. Blend it in with the bronzer. Let me actually take another blush that's a little bit more vibrant than this one. I mean, it's really pretty, but you can't really see it on the skin. See? Alright, I'm going to use another Milani blush, and this one's called the Luminoso. This is the color. It's more peachy, coral color. It's one of my favorite drugstore blushes. Oh yeah, you can see this one a little bit more better. Every time I use this blush, it just amazes me how good it is. And very cheap. Alright, and then for the highlight, we're going to be using another Milani product. I swear, this is not sponsored, guys. Not yet. Maybe one day, but not yet. So, the name of this is AfterGlow. This is the color. It's like a pink, champagne color. And I'm going to use my Morphe brush, M510. This is the brush. We're just going to tap it in, put a little bit on Cupid's bow to highlight, a little bit on my nose, Let me spray a little bit more. Tap it in. Oh, it looks beautiful. For honestly like $8. Damn. Look at this glow, guys. Ooh. It honestly transforms you into a new person with highlight. Like, look at this. Like, it looks so healthy and glowy. Whew, I love it. I think I put a little bit too much on my forehead, actually. I don't want to look too greasy. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. That's all for the highlight. And then, I guess I should do my brows. I'm going to be using the L.A Girl brow pencil in Auburn. I believe it was $2.99 at Ulta. But they do also sell this brand, I think, at like CVS or Walgreens. So you guys can pick it up there. Actually, this almost reminds me of the Benefit brow pencil. Like the OG like brow pencil they used to have. I don't know if they still have it. I feel like their products are a little bit more too overhyped for the price. I mean, certain stuff is good, but not everything. Alright, so let me do my brows. Alright, so since now we're done with our brows, we're gonna go into the eyeshadow. Today we're gonna be using the Makeup Revolution Soft Nail collab. She's literally one of my favorite YouTubers ever, so I was really happy when she released the second palette she did. It's called Extra Spice. And this is the palette. And then let me show you guys how it looks on the inside. Try not to blind you with the mirror. It has a big mirror. We're going to be using all the yellow, orangey, red shades today, and then probably this gold shimmer that's right here. So, let me find my brush. We're going to start off with a vitamin C shade. It's a really nice yellow shade. And I'm going to blend that all over my crease and the eyelid. These shades are super pigmented and blend really nice. And I forgot to mention this palette, I believe it's $15. So it's super affordable and you get tons of different shades. And now I'm going to use the same brush, but going into the Sweet and Sour shade. It's really nice orange color. And I'm going to do the same thing, run it across the crease right here. Blend it all in. Blend that all over the crease. And then I'm going to take a smaller brush, one of these brushes. And I'm going to go in running late. Tap that in. It's a little bit similar to Sweet and Sour. Blend that in my crease. And then I can put it all over my lid. Tap that in. And then I'm going to go into Chocolate Orange, which is this pretty brown shade right here. And I'm going to try to deepen my inner corner. And I'm going to mix that with the red shade called 21. Mix those two shades in. And then go back in. Kind of deepen this area. And I'm going to grab a little bit more of that shade 21 with the same brush. And just tap all over the lid right here. Blend everything in, kind of making it look a little bit more orange. I mean orange, red. Blend everything in. I'm gonna go back to the same brush I used in the beginning. Dab in Sweet and Sour. And blend these two shades in. Gonna go back into 21. Put that in a corner, out a corner. And we just blend until we can't feel our hands. Go grab this blending brush, blend everything in. And then I'm gonna grab a flat angled brush, one of these, I believe it's the Morphe brush, and I'm gonna dab in this LA Sun shade. It's like a pretty gold color. Let me use a little bit of the setting spray so it's a little bit more vibrant and sticks on a little bit better. I'm gonna put that right in the middle. Color's beautiful. I'm gonna try to blend that in. I'm gonna go back into that color, LA Sun, same brush, and just try to put that all on my lid. And then let me just grab this brush again, go back into the red shade called 21 and Sweet and Sour, mix those two shades in. Try to blend everything in, kind of tap it in. Take a little bit more of that red shade. Let me actually try to mix it with the wine color, the shade called Mulled Wine right here. It's a little bit more of a burgundy red. Tap that in. Such a pretty color. It's beautiful. Now let me take my blending brush, blend it, and I think this is it for the look. Let me add the inner corner highlight and then brow highlight. Let me try to go in with this shade called Everyday. It's right here. Dab that in. Use a little bit of setting spray. That in the corner. Ooh, that's pretty. Right? Put some on the brow bone. So pretty. And then for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go back in with this brush and go into Vitamin C, Sweet and Sour, and 21. Mix everything in as we did in the beginning. And I'm gonna try to like smoke it out. Alright, let me get rid of the fallout. And this is for the eye, and I'm gonna be right back for the other eye. I'm gonna do this off the camera, put some mascara on, and I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm back with the other eye and mascara. For the mascara, I used the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. Honestly, I'm not really the biggest fan of this mascara. Like, if you guys can see, kind of made my lashes clumpy. It's not the greatest, but I mean, for the price, I'll do so. I mean, I feel like Maybelline has better mascaras than this. This is kind of like, not the greatest. So, that's for the eyes. Let me just do a little close-up of how both of the eyes came out. It's really pretty simple look. And the last step, I guess, is just lipstick. Lips, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Lipstick in shade 65. And let me quickly put that on my lips. Yeah, this is a really pretty color. I actually just bought this other day, so never tried it on. These are one of my favorite lipsticks in the drugstore right now at the moment. I can literally eat, drink, and like do everything for a good 24 hours and it does not come off. Alright, this is all for the lips. And I guess this is the finished look. It honestly looks like I used all high-end makeup. I don't think you would be able to tell it was all drugstore and super affordable. Especially the eyeshadow palette, the brow, the highlight. It looks beautiful. And I guess this is it for today's video. I guess I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!